If she had had your class at that point, even sophomore year, I
Mhm.
think she would have probably felt a lot less awkward, and maybe she would have gotten more meaning out of some of her social relationships.
Before you found the class, what were the moments that made you worry about her social skills?
Yeah, I think it was from a little time when she was a little girl. This happened often because she's an introvert.
Mm-hmm.
She would overthink conversations and interactions, and I can be the same way. But I think the closer she gets to launching, the closer she gets to college. I guess it's something I thought she would maybe figure out or grow out of, and she hadn't. And so when I saw your class, it was something that I knew I wanted to give her those skills before she goes out into college and meeting peers and professors and, getting a career in the future, that she would have something to fall back on and not always feel like she was odd or the problem or awkward.
What about the site made you think it would have anything to do with that problem? Like, what did you think would
Um,
happen in the class?
some of the testimonials, really, when I heard what other people had gained from your class, I
Hmm.
thought, yeah, that's what I want her to learn. Just to have a little bit more confidence and to have some tools in a tool bag that she could just pull from and say, maybe I'm feeling uncomfortable inside, but I know I have a go to. I can start a conversation with this, or I can think back onto my class that I whatever went through with you, and at least have a jumping off point.
What have you seen that's different about her now compared to 9 months ago, let's say?
She's doing a lot less of the self-incriminating talk, telling herself that she was in the wrong or that was stupid of her to say. I even just asked her right before our call, I said, what are the things you feel like you learned? Because I've noticed that. And I said, do you still do that to yourself? And rehearse and rehash those conversations and think, what should I have said? What should I have done differently? And she's like, yeah, I don't do that anymore. She got a lot more than that. But if that's all she took away from it, that's huge.
In terms of what she learned in the class, are there like any other specific topics, maybe like 1 to 3 things that come to mind that you're like, oh, I'm so glad she got that?
Gosh, there are so many. Yeah, the core gifts I think was huge to learn her core gifts. Maybe she hadn't done that a lot, and that was one of the big ones. Early on, I remember seeing her confidence grow, and I don't know if there were certain exercises that you did with her. Oh, maybe like the role playing helped her a lot
Mm.
when you would take one scenario and you would just talk it through with her. That was helpful.
Did you ever imagine if she had taken the class as like a freshman in high school? Like,
Oh, yeah,
like
yeah,
could it have been different?
yeah, totally different. Yeah.
Okay.
She jumped into a private school on during her sophomore year, and I think even she feels like she wished she would have started freshman year because their friend groups
Mm.
had already been set, and she kind of had to make a way into one of those groups or into, some of those groups. But
Mm.
if she had had your class at that point, even sophomore year, I
Mhm.
think she would have probably felt a lot less awkward, and maybe she would have gotten more meaning out of some of her social relationships. It might have given her more of a way to go from group to group.
What have you seen around her making others feel seen and heard or not?
So at the end of the year, she just graduated. At the end of the year, they had all these senior moments where, say for like her musical,
Yeah.
they honored the seniors. And I remember crying during that because it was so heartfelt and so meaningful when people actually spoke up and said, no, she meant a lot to us. It touched me. So hearing from a bunch of different groups of people and knowing that she was able to connect with them in a deep way, in a meaningful way, was good to hear.